A Lifetime Treasure is a documentary about a small but vocal group of people who insist that there's a good side to genital herpes. No, there isn't. Hi, welcome to the Silver Spleen. My name is Val Trexler, and this is my review of A Lifetime Treasure. Andrew Lamb makes his directorial debut with A Lifetime Treasure, which he also co-wrote with producer Teddy Robin. You might recognize him, Andrew Lamb, from movies like Full Strike and Sinking City, A Capsule Odyssey. He was very, very funny in both of those movies. You might also recognize him from Staycation, but if that's the case, you should probably start watching better movies. And that's me saying that. A Lifetime Treasure tells the story of a small retirement home in Hong Kong. How small? There are only 5 patients, played by Teddy Robin, Richard Bruce Leung, Kelly Tien, and Sammo Hung. They're cared for by Chief, a retired doctor played by director Andrew Lamb. He's ably assisted by Ivana Wong, who says that even with so few patients, she still needs a little help. Lam Soot plays a rapacious gangster who wants the land for redevelopment. As if his character wasn't repugnant enough, there's a close-up shot of Lam Soot in this film that is literally and figuratively too much information. He sends his 2 lackeys, played by Bob Lam and Louis Chung, to work there and generally try to destroy the place so that their boss can buy it. Does it work? Do these 2 ne'er-do-wells manage to make 5 elderly people homeless and put 2 dedicated carers out of work? Gong hei fa choi! Nobody watches a Chinese New Year movie for the plot. They watch it for the jokes and the message and the traditions. And on that level, A Lifetime Treasure really, really works. Andrew Lamb is so funny that even I laugh, and my Cantonese is minuscule. Ivana Wong is typically just cute as a box of kittens and a lot of fun to watch. Her character's not very well developed, but I didn't get the sense that she was a stereotype or a cardboard cutout, especially in gender terms, because that happens sometimes, and by sometimes I mean a lot. One thing that helps this movie out quite a bit is that the main cast are 5 veterans with more collective years making films than Hong Kong has existed. There's an inherent similarity to Gallants here, thematically as well as cast-wise, and like that film, A Lifetime Treasure is a joy to watch because of who's in it. These 5 veteran actors could play these roles in their sleep, but thankfully for us, they don't. An overarching theme of the film is that we should cherish the elderly, and this film shows that it applies not just to families, but to the film industry itself. Speaking of which, Siu Yum Yum is hilarious as a movie director with an overly pragmatic view of, well, everything. It was fun to see the movie industry parody itself, and if you know anything about casting practices, one detail of that particular subplot is as true as it is funny. Part of that subplot actually carries the parody over the line into, well, reproducing what we're supposed to be laughing at. There's virtually no reason to see this much of Xenia Chong, but Richard couldn't look away. Neither could I. My other favorite part of this segment was seeing a tea lady, one of the crew who makes sure that everyone on set, has drinks, get a chance to be in front of the camera. And the reason I appreciate it is the same reason I know she's a tea lady. It's because I've been lucky enough to meet and work with her before. So I was just very happy for her. Bob Lam and Louis Chung, who are experienced and yet still significantly younger, are also very entertaining in their own ways as the 2 lackeys. Their physical humor was a standout feature for me. I'm not exactly sure why, I just know that it was really, really funny. Their comic timing is already very good, and it just keeps getting better, and I really have fun watching them. I enjoyed the cameos from familiar faces like Sammy Shum and Dennis To and Jacqueline Chong. Now, like I always say, during the actual holiday, the Chinese New Year discount is in full effect. So when a movie has overstated humor or painfully obvious jokes, I really don't mind. I especially don't mind when virtually everything else about the movie is this good. I do wish that a screamingly obvious joke opportunity in a scene where both Carl and Richard appear wasn't missed. But what do I know about comedy? Well, I do know that I would have enjoyed that jab at snake oil nonsense like anti-cancer pillows if there wasn't also a reference to African cannibals in the same bit. But that sort of humor was popular when Teddy Robin was popular, and he co-wrote the film, and I assume he did it. Besides, no one's perfect. A Lifetime Treasure was unique in being, if I recall correctly, one of, if not the only, Chinese New Year movie of this year to include that traditional shot at the end of the film with the cast wishing the audience a Happy New Year. I'm irrationally attached to this tradition, and so I was very happy to see it when it happened. In my underinformed opinion, A Lifetime Treasure is the most traditional movie of the season and therefore the most Chinese New Year movie. The emphasis on family, the non-stop cascade of jokes, the cameos, and the overall tone of the film made it seem like it's from another era. It was a lot of fun to watch, and I'm very, very grateful for it. Besides, no other film you're ever going to see will have a shockingly lowbrow parody of Mission Impossible that leads to the most weird and unexpected Oliver Stone homage I think we'll ever see. I really enjoyed A Lifetime Treasure, and I kind of expected to because I knew what it was going in, but there were things in there that surprised me and really impressed me beyond what I was expecting. Now, it is still a Chinese New Year comedy, but within that, it does that job really well, and there's some other rewards in it, especially dramatically. And I was very happy to see it because, let's face it, not all movies make me happy, do they? So if you get a chance to see it, go do that. I realize that by the time this review is out, the holiday is over, but it's still in cinemas. Go watch it there. And if you don't get that chance, you know what you need to do. Pay money to watch it. Watch it on a service. Buy a DVD. Just don't steal it. And as long as we're talking about money, please click on my Patreon page because I need money. I mean, yes, I had measles vaccination as a child, so I don't have to go and do that, but I could buy a new camera, I could get a microphone, I could do a whole lot of things that would make these reviews look nicer. I mean, let's face it, the easiest thing would be to get someone else's face, but that's really not my point. So please just click on the Patreon page and give me a little something, please. If you enjoyed this review, please let me know, and if you didn't, please let me know. If you enjoy the channel, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again next time. And Gong Hei Fa Choi!